trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, this is the E-mini S&P on a 4-minute chart. This is when we hit the 61% retracement on the weekly chart going back from August the 6th, which is a pretty long way. Anyway, this is what we're looking at. We've had a pretty good rally here. Look, folks, we're down 100 handles in 2 hours, and we're up 80 handles. I mean, this is what we call volatility. You can see the pullback right here. Really got it moving. Now, this is what we were watching. We were watching those standard deviations coming up in the NASDAQ. And if you would have been watching the NASDAQ on a shorter term time frame, just like we were watching here, this is nothing mysterious. There's where we are today. This was the early morning high, 2025. We dropped 500 handles, folks. That's a serious amount of money. 500 handles, that's $10,000. Are you kidding me, Louise? Oh, my goodness. And look at this. We have a really nice on the bottom. Those of you that like ABCD, you'll see there's your AB, and there's your CD. It misses it by a little bit, by a hair. Guess that one didn't work. And now we moved up, and we're rocking and rolling. Folks, this could be, well, I don't want to say anything because every time I open my mouth, I seem to make a fool of myself. Now let's take a look here at this euro currency, because we're going to look at this. You see we've had a little bit of a break this morning. We made a slightly higher high than yesterday, folks. Get this up here and you'll see it on the daily. There was that slightly higher high by just a little bit. The original target was 108,602 and the high was 108.92, 30 pips higher than we expected. Now you can see after the market broke, it's now 30 pips into the good, and we'll see if that's going to be okay. But the best one we had, and I spent a great deal of time on that. Boy, look at this thing rocking and rolling. You got, oh my goodness, you got to love this. Hold on just a second, Billy Ray. Oh yes, this is what, folks, I can't go into all of the things that I'm looking at here, but boy, this has got a possibility of being really something spectacular here in a few days. Let's get up here with the British pound, because this is the one that we talked about as being really, really a good trade. And I sent the video. I specialized it on that video last night. But look where we were today, folks. This is a beautiful, look at this pattern right here, folks. This now has about a $500 profit in it as of right now. So now you'd be at break even. You got everything lined up there. And if you take this and put it on the weekly chart, look where you are, folks. The 618 retracement was almost exactly at the high of the week. And that was the high of the day was yesterday. Today. So that's what it's supposed to do. So that's right. So now you're in a break-even trade, and you're going to see whether it works or not. That's the main thing. Okay, now what other one we got to watch yet? We've already talked. Did we talk about the Russell? I think they all did the same thing. There's your Russell today, making its number down in here. Remember, folks, on the Russell, on the long-term weekly, okay, the number we were looking for was 2057. The low today was 2033, and now we're above that. So this could be a real strong bottom, and I think that it is. The reason why, look at this. You've got A, B, C, D coming down. You're down. This is a weekly chart. You're down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, down 21 weeks. So that tells us we should get a little bit of a bounce. And that's what we could be looking for. And that's what we're hoping for. Hoping is not a good word for trading, but you can do it for other things besides trading. Now let's take a look here at another one that was interesting here today. This is the crude oil. You talk about something being wide all over the map. Let me get this up here for just a second here, because I had a buy in crude oil right here. at 67.38, okay? And the profit objective was 68.08. Look at it. It gets to 67.30 and just falls totally out of bed. This is where, when you see this artificial intelligence thing, when it goes crazy, you don't know. Now, this was a small high in here, but, I have no way of trading against that. So if we go down and look at a half-hour chart on this, we'll get up here and take a quick look at it. There's what we did on the half-hour chart. You can see today's high was a 50% retracement of the high we made right back here. Oh, we got another one. Is that a big? Yeah, that's a big high back there too. I wonder if that's a 382. Probably is. Let's just pull this up and see if it is. Shut the front door and raise the rent. All right, let's get, by the way, folks, even though we're having this monster rally going on in stocks, we've rallied 80 handles in the S&P. It's where it closes today, boys and girls. It's where it closes, because if this thing is really, really bearish, it's going to close near the end of the range, and you don't want to be in that if it happens during that time. Now, being a short-term trader, this is ideal for me because that gives me a chance to come in and, not risk very much what I'm doing, because I'm not going to risk very much. Okay, I didn't see this till just now. All right, let's take a look at a couple of stocks here. And believe me, folks, we've got to look at some of these stocks because there is the problem. Some of these featured stocks that we've had have been beaten up so badly that they're very, very oversold, but all of their chart patterns have now turned bearish. So what we're seeing here now, over the next, if this is in fact the case, a 3 to 5 day rally, consider that Christmas Day. Yeah, here's where we got with our good friend Tesla. All right, here's where we are on the hourly chart on Tesla. We're going to bring it over here like this. Now, we're going to go back quite a ways here, about 5 days ago, okay? Now, those of you that like ABCD, I'm not just guessing down here, folks. Let's see how close it is to the actual AB equals CD. AB equals CD. It looks like we missed it by... Hello, operator, come in there. The low was 50, and this was supposed to be 44. So close, but no cigar on this one. We're having a good rally today. And remember, it got beaten up really bad this week. We went from 280 down to 248. So the real thing to figure on today is this high right here. So if you measure that one from this high, wow, this is volatility, folks. And there's your high. Right there, almost exactly on that number. Okay, all right, let's get this out of the way here with the crude oil, and it's going to be really, folks. It's got a really good chance of holding. Well, if you take a look here at the gold market here, here's another one here. We had a nice 382 here in the gold. Didn't get above us here. We sold it at 24. Stop was above 30. Now it's working relatively well. Look at the volatility we're having in gold, folks. The report comes out. Let me just show you how incredible it is. Well, let's go to an 8 minutes. So anybody that's not watching it on a small time frame like we are, look at this. This is a report comes out, stops at the 786 and goes up. But what do you think this number was right here? We'll talk about that when we get back. 877-927-6648.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento over the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are March 14th and 28th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, we're looking at the gold market this morning. The report came out and it went all the way down to this level right here. Then it went all the way up. You can see an ABCD, and here it is back again. ABCD is where it's going to be sometimes, sometimes not. Now, if I were looking at this, I would assume, since it's maintaining this profile, this is what it's probably going to do sometime today. And that's the old low that we had way back here at 06. We get below here, it's a very, very dangerous situation for gold. And as we've said, now I've said, not many other people have said this, but I really believe that the high that we made right here is going to be the high for a very, very long time. We see they had to rally back to the 78% level, up 1, 2, 3 days in a row, 4 days, sideways, now starting to move down. That low right here is 28.95. If we take that out, we're looking at an ABCD down here a lot lower, but that's in the future. It's not today. The main thing is to keep an eye on the stock market. Let's look at the stock market here really closely here, because we are at, hands down, folks, the most critical level that we've been at in a long time. I pointed this out right here. The fact that that was happening, the ABCD, right, was happening exactly when John Jameson sent me the standard deviation of the weekly range of the, oh, there it is right here. I'll show it to you again. Anyway, this is for the last several days, okay, last 2 days. And you could see 3 days. You can see there's where it was. That was the low of the day. That was also the ABCD, and it's 2 standard deviations. Folks, if you go below 2 standard deviations, especially on a Friday, that is a slam dunk telling you that the Monday is not going to be pretty. So that's the key. If we go below that, get out of Dodge. So that's a good information, I think. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. We never really know. Remember, the Russell has just completed that down here, okay? This is the NASDAQ. Sorry, we just completed the NASDAQ. It came to the 6. You know what? I didn't even check that. That was the one thing I didn't do. I don't trade that thing because it's a little too wild for me, but we're going to look at it right here. Here's the NASDAQ. Let's get this weekly chart out. And if that's at the 618, game is on. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. I don't think that it is, but you never know for sure. Oh, we made a giant ABCD here for sure. All right, let's just do it the easy way. Well, that didn't work that time because it's too sensitive. We'll just delete that. and we'll just measure it from the high that we had. Two ways. We got to do off this low and this low. We'll do this one first. And wow, came awfully close to the exact 618 by about 40 points. We're already jumped up quite a bit. And if we looked at this one here, from this low to this high, where's it at here? Almost there. Now that can't be right because, this is a 618 on this one. This one is a 786. So it's turned the corner. At least it has. And then we'll find out. This is a bad gap. Let me refresh this. Should be okay. Yeah, there's refreshes the gap, and that's where we are right now. So it's moving along very nicely, and that's what we're hoping to see it do for the rest of the day, because that makes it really possible to have a really interesting thing to be trading for in the near future. Hold on one second. I want to get this ready here. I have to hit tile vertical. Okay, get these out of the way. The main things that I wanted to cover were already in here. And let's see, I've covered Tesla. Now let me go over a few other stocks that people have asked about. And hold on just a second. Let me get this up here. One of them, of course, is NVIDIA. And NVIDIA is the leader of the pack. This should have been a pretty strong day today for NVIDIA, given the fact that the market turned so abruptly. All right, stand corrected, Larry. There it is. Look, there's NVIDIA. It was down much sharper. Now it's actually up on the day for a little bit, but we have to look at this on the daily chart to get an idea, because we've made new lows here. See, this is where our target was. There's one target right here. Let's get one of these is here. Let's get this one out of the way. Okay, that one is from this high down. That stops right where it should have, so that could be a really important low here. But we also have another one that could take it just a little bit lower. That's what that other one was looking for. Because when you look at these, many times you're going to have multiple targets. But the good part is, folks, if they all come in the same general area, that tells you that something really big is happening, usually from a technical basis. Not all the time, but usually. Okay, now we got Tesla. We need to look at Mr. Appel, who's down by the well. We also have to look at Broadcom, because that's the one that led this stuff up today. Hold on one second. Alrighty, here's Apple. And get this up. This is probably up big today. Yeah, there we go. All right, see, Apple yesterday came down. Look at today. It was actually yesterday's action. It was already headed higher, and we just completed that. If we look at this this is just nothing more than a sell Gartley pattern for Apple. There's your A leg right here, B leg, C leg right there. Okay, we're almost to the exact 618 on this one too. If it gets any stronger, it's going to be a breakout type thing, and it could very easily do that, because you see we're banging on the door right now. You have to use this low, folks, because this low is suspect, because it was a legitimate trading down there, but the volume was very inconsistent. So we're almost to a 61% retracement over 3 days, making that a rally type sale. Okay, so we'll get this out of the way, and we did NVIDIA. Get that out of here, and that, my friends, is the gold ringing the bell here. Hold on just a second here. We are getting down a little bit now on the gold. I have to turn this off with a great deal of happiness, I might add. Okay, now let's move on here. Let's do something that really needs to be done here, folks, because this is such an important day. This is the NASDAQ. Okay, we've hit all those numbers, no question about it. Okay, now it's early in the day. It's early in the day, so we're going to go down to the hourly chart. We're going to break it down for you. This was the big low right here. That's the one that's on the weekly and everything. Now look at our rally so far. We've rallied 300 handles to get up to this level right here. But in order to make this thing any good, let's get this out, because you're going to see what we're looking at. There's that same chart that John sent us. So this is our first rally coming off of that. Well, the last big rally that we had was right back here. So you want to go back and look at that rally. And from that rally high down to this rally low, where did it stop, boys and girls? And I'm just doing this the first time for myself also, but there was where it stopped. Okay, now here's where they ring the bell. And we're going to work on this right here. That's it right there. It's already backed off 100 points from the high. But we've had a big move right here. So remember, when we have a really strong move, we go to our smaller time frame, 13-minute, and we want to see, move this over, we're going to have to go to a little even smaller time. Oh, we've already had it. This was the, I was looking for a 382 here. Well, I'm going to have to go to a 4-minute just to see the chart swings to make sure I don't, yeah, there's what I want to see. See, I want to see this low to this high, because that's the important thing. Look at this. It looks exactly 50%, I think. Yep, there it is. And as long as we don't get it below this, we got a chance for today, folks. That's it. 877-927-6648.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, this is the Russell, the rally back this morning. There was an early morning high after the report. Market came down, completed the big ABCD to the downside, just like all the others. A, B, C, D, right to the downside. And then this is where we are. Now we start getting above here. That tells us we got something moving very, very quickly. Now I'm looking at the NASDAQ, and the reason why, this is the second most popular, has more open interest. E-mini S&P first, Russell second, third is the NASDAQ, and fourth is the Dow Jones. So that's what we'd like to see, is get above there. We've already got above that level. So I'm doing two things. I'm going to be looking at the NASDAQ. I got to do this because there was the first 382. There's the second 382 right here. It's got to stay above this. Because if it doesn't stay above this, this is the first time that they might attack those lows. Well, someone said, well, Larry, it can't move 350 points that quickly. Hello, operator. What do you think these things are telling you right here? You're darn right they do. This goes from 2025. It dropped 500 handles, folks, 500. And we're just looking for 100 handles in here? Give me a break, man. It just does it. It's the king of the hill, the big daddy rabbit. All right, let's move on over here to where we want to be watching some of the other things here. Hold on, let me get that Tesla out of the way. Oh, we got to do a couple other stocks here, folks. We got to do Goldman Sachs because that's been, a big leader for quite a while. It's slowed down recently, but it's still pretty big. And it should be in a rally mode today. Yep, it made some type of a bottom. Let's look at this together. Oh, I see another ABCD that we didn't look at before. There was this one, but we didn't see the one right below it, and that is this one right here. So let's measure this together. I don't do stocks, but I do the futures, and I look at these ABCDs all the time because they work pretty good. Says we still could get to 534. Well, in the stock, it's 554. $20 is not much. So it's at a level, it's pretty good. Now let's look at the wheel. Wow. Time out. Let me get a little water in here, folks. Hold on. Boy, that's a big move down. This is why the market's so bearish, folks, is because of this, but it's very oversold. So the thing you don't want to do, you don't want to see it close badly today because then it's going to be really bad. Okay, here's where we are. We got our last major low was right back here. It looks like it's about exactly 61%. Nope, it's going to be almost 50. Well, it's trading right at 50% right now off of that low right in here. So that's pretty good. But the other thing about this, folks, is look at this when it telegraphs this 382 right here. That gives you that high right there, which is the ABCD, and that's what's so interesting about it when you see that. It is a very heavily traded stock, so don't be afraid to ask questions about that puppy because they certainly do that. Okay, now this is the NASDAQ. We're going to see if it gives one more. This was the first 382 pullback. The second one a little bit higher. So it's really strong support in here. That's down 100 points for exactly from where we are right now. Should be strong support here because if it doesn't late in the day, then not good. That means it's probably getting ready to, move to another direction for what we're paying attention to here this morning. Okay, now the next one we're going to take a look at here is American Express. We have three stocks to look at after this one. The first one is going to be American Express, which is right here. It's a Dow Jones stock, and it is under a great deal of pressure. Let's get the daily up so we can see it a little bit better. And it's been coming down for quite some time. Maybe the Express isn't working the way they thought it would, but we ought to be getting close to a pretty good bottom here. So move this around till we come with a good bottom, which is way back. Was that the August bottom? It looks like there was. There's your August 5th bottom. And we might have hit that today, too. So let's double check. It's got to draw it in a little better than that, Larry. Hold on a second. There it is, right there. Well, it's setting at the 61% retracement today. At 267, it's now trading at 269. So if you like Fibonacci ratios, that's a pretty nice one. And if you looked at this expansion move from this high, there it is right there to the exact tick. That was this range here multiplied by 1.618. That means this is a screaming buy. Anything below 263 is no good, but it's acting pretty good right now. That's what the name of the game is. All right, the good part about this, folks, is you can see the NASDAQ is not taking any selling in here. More buyers are coming in. That tells me that this market really wants to go higher, because when they're really bad, they go straight up and straight down, and that's not always a fun thing to have happen. Okay, a couple other stocks. Caterpillar. Got to get ready because we've got a big soybean crop coming in here pretty soon here. It's in a rally mode right now. This is 60-minute. Let's go to the daily, see where we've been. Okay, we've come down. We made a low here just a few days ago, and you can see even with bad news, it's starting to rally pretty good. This is a very liquid stock, easily tradable, has lots of patterns in it. I just hit it automatically, but there's your 50% retracement here. These are supposed to be 382, but that's not what we do here. Anyway, that's where we are right now. We've had a nice rally of 1, 2, 3, 4 days. And if we just do the measurements just to see where we were the last time, and there it is right there. It should come into the 382. Boy, it could get there tomorrow or Monday, even today without any trouble. That's a 355.70. That's what you want to be watching. Rich is one of the best traders, and I know he trades mainly, well, he trades a lot of things, but mainly does meats, hogs, and cattle, and then all the grains, because he's in a farming business there in South Dakota. So that's it. But we're having a nice rally here in the Caterpillar. Well, let's take a look at Caterpillar on a smaller time frame and see if it gives us that 382. I'm doing this for the first time, folks. There's the first big rally, okay? First big rally out of the box, the market goes to the 382. Then we make another new high. You can see that's going to be a 382 also off of the previous one. Okay, and then you have this one here, a really big one. That's over a weekend. Bang. And then what we need to do is we need to take that and mark it just like it were a real high, which it is. Okay, there's what I want to see right here. This high is where we are, but it's this high that brings everything together, folks. Really, it does. And if you don't see it, there's something wrong with your measuring tool. Oh, I got to take a break, folks. 877-927-6648.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the fund involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, we'll take a look at the Dow Jones today. We've been rather calm today, folks. Let me see, we started there, dropped 700 handles, and then went up here, up 7 handles. 1,400 handles in the Dow Jones. Rather unusual day. Look, there's your big run up, okay? First thing you want to do is to do this. Check the 382, and there it is, right there. It's 300 handles, folks. Look at this. Now we've got another one coming up in here. This is some type of a bottom today, folks. The only way that this thing goes down is if it starts to roll over after making a small ABCD like this and then just, rolls over, then that would be tough. But let's look at the 13-minute just to see what the overhead resistance. Oh, we're already through that. This is going to be hard for it to turn down today because look at this. We've only got 3 hours to go and we've already rallied 600 and some, almost 700 points. Well, the last time we did one of those and then went down to check the lows again was back there. So let's see if there's anything to that. We go that there and move that over to where we are right now. And by golly, that's why this should be pretty important, okay? I think it is, but who knows? Because this is early. Look how quick this is, folks. It rallies up in an hour, and in 2 hours, it gives it all back and keeps giving it back. So this should have been really strong resistance setting right in there, just based on the fact that that's what happened in the past. Let's just, for kicks and giggles, get this over here and see if we can see this in another swing here. Okay, here's the harmonic number, basically. Well, it misses it by a little bit. Let's see if it's here, another one here somewhere. Okay, now we're going to be looking at this one, but this is on the down. There's the up move. You can see the down move one is almost nearly perfect. This one isn't, but that's a down move telling you that market's over. So anyway, that's what we're watching here. Let's get this out of the way. Window, tile, vertical, and then we will continue on. I got 2 more stocks to do, folks. Then you can get to the things that you guys like. We can do some more commodities. All right, let's get up here. The emerging markets. I have several folks that are back there right now in that emerging market area like Bali and Singapore. And you can see this has been a really good moving stock ETF, actually, for iShares for the emerging markets. Okay, now there's the ABCD pattern. This is drawn in improperly, probably because I put it in before those last highs were in. So we'll measure this ABCD. It's ready. It looks like it's ready to make further correction because we've come down hard and we rallied up for 3-4 days. And if you'll notice, we stopped right there. It's between this 618 and the 786, telling us it's most probably ready to roll over. All right, so that's one. And the final one is Federal Express. Hold on. They've been in the news lately, and I don't remember why, but it must have been not very good because it's still going lower. It's made that. Let's see. There's another one. It's in a triple bottom area. There's the big ABCD in Federal Express, and now we're down here. We didn't take out these lows, just missed it from yesterday, but this is a pretty good bottoming indication here for Federal Express. We get below here, you don't want to have anything to do with it, but right in here, it's holding up relatively well. So let's remind ourselves of that one for sure. Okay. All right. Next, we've already taken care of Apple. We can get rid of that, and then our final one is United Parcel, which is one that is in the same business as UPS, but they don't do it nearly as well because their stock has been getting whacked pretty badly. Except for this rally. I haven't seen this rally, so here it is right here. Yeah, it's been rallying straight up here. We have an ABCD to the downside, and then it's been rallying straight up. Wow, this is a huge gap. Let me see if that's correct. Refresh. Yep, my gosh, that is a gap now. Oh, look where we are. We're right above the 382 here right now, off of this high. I wonder if this was one off of this high, then I'd have to be a seller because that's your piece de resistance. And that comes in a few dollars higher. But they want to do some experimental work here. Oh, sorry, folks. Over the weekend with some testing stuff. So I'm going to try to help them with that. All right, let's move up here to the next one here. This is the last one, folks. This is Wells Fargo Bank. Let me get this up here. The worst run bank in the world. And yours truly has an account there. Anyway, there's where we are. We had a big run up with that banking thing. Remember, this is the November election cycle. Boom, bang, boom. Goes up to this level here. Clean that out a little bit. And you see the drawing of A, B, C, D doesn't quite make it. But let's do it together just so we can see if it did make it. And it doesn't. I can tell you that right now. See, it didn't get as high as it should have. Now we're starting to roll over. Let me do this with reset my default so that I can make these a little clearer. So here was your key point here in Drexel right here at Wells Fargo. All right, right here you have a 1-3-5 pattern. That's lower tops. See, there's top one, lower top, top three. That's a 1-3-5 pattern. The distance between top one and top two to top three should be equal for it to be really symmetrical. And there you can see, there it is, really equal. All right, now when that happens, you get a rally back, okay? And this is the key from what I'm looking at. You got a trend coming down, and now you're having a rally back from this high right here. And you'll see that it comes in spot on the 61% retracement. Then it has the gap down, and then you can see today, they've been moving it around quite a bit. So that's the last one. All right, let's get over to the live cattle, something that we love and like to partake of every once in a while. And here's where we are with the April cattle. They look like they were ready to, oh, they still are. Look at this, folks. This is a day low. Although we talked about this yesterday, we made that low. Now we're coming up, straight up now for 5 days. So we're going to be knocking up here, right there. Well, there right now. This is the live cattle contract, folks. Live cattle contract is right there at 2074. It's up 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So what we should do is see if we can find an ABCD on the smaller time frame. So we'll just go to an hourly chart right up here. Okay, though it looks like we got one working, folks. There's our low. Let's get rid of these other things. They don't mean anything. Let's just draw it in. I think it was a 61% retracement we were looking for on that one. There it was. That tells us we're probably going to get to there the next day or two. And if it does, that's a beautiful thing. I know it's a real strong trend, folks, but that has a lot going for it because you've got a lot of people been trading it. So one more move up into this area is great. That's at roughly 202. If you see 203 in cattle, you're wrong. These numbers are that accurate. Look at this 382 on the downside here. 2 days down right here, and then boom, there's where we are right now. So when you see these happen, take into account that, by golly, they do work most of the time, but not all of the time. Therein lies the rub. All right, we'll be right back, folks. 877-927-6648.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, we're up 100 handles now from this level right here with 2 hours to go in the day. We go below that, you don't want to be involved in the stock market, but this has got a chance for a pretty good rally. During this move down from February the 19th, 2 or 3 weeks, okay, we came down, we only had 1 day and a half correction right there, all right? What we're going to do is look at this on the 4-hour chart, and the reason why it's going to point out that there was your 382 pattern right there. There was the first one right there, and remember when you got the new one, you got to come and recalculate it by kicking it in there. Well, actually, see, this goes to the 50% retracement, and then that gives us the ABCD to the downside. AB equals CD to the downside, and there's your low. All this money I get paid, and I can't even draw a simple little pattern. Son of a gun. There's your ABCD measuring there to 56.84 with the low of 56.75. So this is a completed pattern. Now what we'd like to see, and we don't always get what we want, we'd like to see the market rally like this for about 3 days, okay? Just very quietly, chopping around, getting up into this 382 of the whole thing again, because that's what you'd want to be doing. That number, will write it down because this is the one that tells you whether you're still in a bull or bear market. That's 58.55. That's 210 handles off the bottom, folks. So this has got to have strong resistance when it does come in. And we'll be looking to take advantage of that because that's where you get your best trades lined up. And the market's almost ready to make a new high today on the Russell. And so it's telling us it does look like it wants to close strong. And boys and girls, that is a good thing. So let's keep we'll see you on the flip side tomorrow, folks. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless.